Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 29th of March 2023. You know, when you're watching a lot of stuff, the kind of stuff we watch, you've got all kinds of people talking, and so many times they start a sentence or what they're going to say by something along the lines of, I don't go with this conspiracy theory stuff, but, or I'm no conspiracy theorist, but I do accept this thing, or I'm no anti-V, but as far as these latest V's are concerned, etc., etc. That is something you hear all the time, isn't it? People qualify what they're about to say by saying, you know, basically they're not anti-V or they're not a conspiracy theorist. And this has kind of been sort of brought to me by a guy who I'm going to talk about in a minute. But why be ashamed of those things? Why be ashamed of being anti-V? Why be ashamed of being a conspiracy theorist or a truther? Because there's nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, as this guy I'm about to talk about says, you should wear it as a badge of honour, because it basically means that you are a critical thinker. You don't just buy into every little thing the government says, everything that mainstream media says. You have a look at things, you look at evidence, you look at footage from what's been shown, and if you see an anomaly there, you sort of don't just ignore it. You go, hang on a minute, that looks a bit weird. Why would that happen if what you're saying is true with this, this and this? And that is a sign, I think, that you've got sharp eyes, you've got a critical mind, a sharp thinking mind, and you are prepared to question the narrative to get to the truth. I made this comparison before, in actual fact, but it'd be crazy if there was a criminal somewhere. Let's say they'd just broken into a place, but they saw a policeman coming up the road, so they stopped, but then the policeman stopped him and says, what's going on here? You know, you're trying to break into this place. Oh, no, Gov, no, I was just walking by, and I just noticed that, oh yeah, there's some kids up the road there. Yeah, they sort of, I thought they were sort of looking dodgy, so I was guarding the place. I was guarding the place, making sure no one was going to go in there. And then the policeman sort of says, yeah, but I didn't see anyone else around, and there is a broken window there, you know, and you're looking mighty guilty. Well, if the criminal then turned around and said, so what are you? Some kind of conspiracy theorist? You know, get lost kind of thing. Well, yeah, the policeman would just laugh and arrest the bloke, probably, take him into custody. So that is kind of the comparison I'm going to make. When you think there are wrong-uns about doing things they shouldn't be doing, and when you try and call them out about it, if they then turn around and start calling you names, oh yeah, you know, you're sort of, yeah, just a crazy conspiracy theorist, well, I'm afraid that doesn't really wash with me. In fact, it's going to make me ask the question, what is it you're trying to cover up? So I think we should stop, well, we should lose this guilt we have. I know a lot of people will say in the comments, well, I don't feel guilty about it. I'm sort of proud to be what I am, and yeah, sort of that's fair comment, and good on you. That's really great. But I know a lot of people, they're a little bit not ashamed, but just a little bit wary, sort of you know, kind of making themselves out to be anti-V or a conspiracy theorist. I suppose they're just afraid of the kind of comeback they're going to get. But if you're fearless and you go, if someone sort of starts throwing those names at you and you go, yeah, come on then, bring it on, bring it on. I don't really care what you call me. I'm not afraid. And I am a proud truther, a proud conspiracy theorist, if you want to use that term, and I'm proudly anti-V as well. And I'm going to say those things, and I'm not going to be ashamed about it. And that leads me nicely on to the guy I was talking about, a guy called Mad Mix Conspiracies. You may know him, you might not. His real name is Michael Manuel Chaves, and he's quite prominent in this area, around the sort of Kent, Sussex area. I've seen him a few times, don't really know the guy. Funnily enough, I was asked if I could go this weekend just past, if I could go to a venue and film a talk he was doing, but unfortunately that was the same time I was up at my brother's, which had been arranged for sort of many weeks, and this thing came in at short notice. But I was asked to go and film a talk that Mad Mick was doing, and I would really like to have gone because it looks like it was a really interesting talk, and luckily they got someone else in at the end by the looks of things, and they shot the footage and it's up online, not on this platform, but I'll leave a link to it in the description box below here, and then you can go and check it out. But it's on another platform, but I'll see if I can leave the link to it there, so you can go and watch that. But it goes on for a reasonable while. I think I've been watching it, or I've already watched about an hour and a half of it. I haven't quite finished it myself, so it's a good couple of hours long, I think. But he did do this talk over on Saturday afternoon, over a period of 2 or 3 hours, I guess. But highly interesting, highly entertaining. I had no idea he was quite such an interesting speaker, but he is, and he is deeply knowledgeable about everything from ancient Egypt and various anomalies there that he's come across, right the way through to the modern day things like Princess Di's death, which I'm about to watch now, things like 9/11, 7/7, Kennedy, moon landings. He talks about it all, and he talks about why he has looked at things and why he sort of suspects shenanigans are afoot, and he gives some very good reasons why he thinks like that, and why so many other people think along the same lines as well. So highly interesting talk. And during the talk, that is where he started coming in with this it's not an insult to me, calling me a crazy conspiracy theorist. In fact, he sort of says it about himself many times during the talk. Yeah, I'm just a crazy conspiracy theorist. And just wear it as a badge of honour, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm not ashamed of being a truther, not at all. And going forward, I'm going to sort of proudly display those credentials in many different arenas, and we should all do so. And when people try and call you names, it normally means they've got something to hide. It normally means they want to attack you because they're afraid of their own ground being attacked, and therefore it means you're over the target, you're on the right track. So just carry on with your truthing, carry on being a crazy conspiracy theorist, just like I'm going to. So going to end the talk there, let you go and watch this talk by Mad Mick, and leave a the link will be in the description box below here, and I'll be back tomorrow. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.